Hello, beautiful souls. Melanie here. Welcome. Welcome to this new moon meditation and working with the energies of the moon. And we're going to cover today a meditation. And within that, my aim is to talk about a few crystals that are also supportive and to do an oracle card, one card pull. So that will be for the group collective and will support you in stepping forward within this beautiful new moon energy. And something that I feel is very relevant and wanted to mention, and is probably also in your mind and something that you're aware of with the moon and its cycles, is our life on earth with the plants and the seasons and the nature of our being. Our very existence of earth life is all very cyclical. You know, even going down to literally the roots of our plants that we eat, the food we eat, the growing of the crops in the fields and things like this is just so cyclical. It's all cycles. And we talk about the cycles of life and life as humans and animals and the plants and so on. And it's such an integral, if you like, part of living on the earth plane. It's that web that we are all a part of, and it's a vital part, if you like, of our being. And the moon energies are exactly the same. It's cyclical, it goes in cycles, and we can tap into this energy. We can work with this energy, and it supports us. And when we understand and realize and remember about the cycles of life and really tap into it and use it for our highest good and use it to enhance our well-being, it's really, really powerful. So in this new moon energy, now, if you're here in real time, so the 22nd of November 2022, if you're here on real time and catching this today, then the new moon energy is coming in tomorrow. But that new moon energy, we'll be in this new moon energy, really, I feel, for a few days. You will feel the beautiful new moon energy and all the benefits and the creativity that it brings with it. So whether you're watching this live or on replay, and even if we're not in a new moon cycle, as you tap into this live or this video as it goes to a replay, it's still relevant to you. It's still got powerful messages and energy within it here that you can tap into regardless of where the moon cycle's at. But if you're here now or over the next few days and we're in this beautiful new moon cycle, then that's really powerful as well. So if you would like to join me on this, we're going to go into a meditation. We're going to tap into some of the crystal energy. And like I said, I've got the intention of doing a card pull as well, because the energy that comes up within that card will be supportive, encouraging, helpful to everybody who taps into this video, whether live or on replay. And with the new moon energy, the new moon is all about manifesting, stepping into the new, planting new seeds, literally and metaphorically speaking. If you're in the northern hemisphere like I am, literally planting seeds at the moment for outside probably isn't going to work. But if you're somewhere like Australia, then you might be starting to think about planting the seeds, planting, I don't know, tomato plants, cucumber plants. I'll pull things out of the air here, onions, cabbages, who knows what, all these exciting gifts from Mother Earth. Then, you know, this is a good time in that new moon energy to plant the seeds physically, if it's the right environment where you live, or metaphorically otherwise. So you might have some ideas coming up. You might have new ventures or adventures planned for your life. You might have new things that you're feeling inspired by and that you're really wanting to embrace and embody more fully. You're wanting to set that intention and manifest. So I want to set that seed there for you to think about that, because this is a beautiful time and energy to do it in. Don't be put off if you tap into this and you're, say, in a different cycle of the moon. If it feels relevant for you and the right time to step forward into your next thing, then just go for it. You know, you are the captain of your own ship. You're the goddess of your own life. So if it feels right and it's aligned, step into it, go for it. You know, we're so fortunate to be living this earthly life and have these opportunities that we are given on the earthly plane. But being in this beautiful new moon energy is a wonderful time to really use that as an additional support to step fully into what you're looking at, embodying more of, looking at manifesting, creating, perhaps a new business, perhaps a new relationship, perhaps a new hobby, all sorts of things. I mean, in real time, it's a very exciting time of year, because in the northern, well, in throughout, but you've got the Christmas. We're coming into Christmas, and there's lots of excitement around that. And although in the northern hemisphere we are in winter, there's a real excitement that gathers around the festivities and joining together with loved ones and so on. So there's so much that we can tap into here and enjoy. Now, I want to check that I've covered the basics of what I wanted to say. So working with the powerful, transformative new moon energies, intention and manifestation, as we've talked about, and all of what we've discussed here is raising our vibration. It's raising our vibes, which is awesome. And by raising our vibration, that supports the whole collective, the whole planet, in raising up as well their vibration to a more loving, compassionate, beautiful way of being. And this is what we're after, particularly as light beings, star beings, way showers, etc., that have come to this earth as part of our mission to raise the vibration of the planet. So that's really beautiful. And as I've mentioned, the new moon energy, although just go with whatever feels right for you at any time. You know, if you don't have to wait for a new moon to step into a new idea, new project, or new anything, go with what feels right and aligned for you. But other things you can do on a new moon, like we said, it's the planting of the seeds. You could do affirmations. You can get your meditations going daily, as in a beautiful meditation practice. If you're not doing that daily at the moment, you might feel called to do that. Start exercising a little bit more. Maybe there's all these new things you can bring in. Obviously with exercise, that might be something whereby I should say always health and safety, in terms of if you're able to exercise, great. If you have problems with back issues or anything like that, obviously you need to get that checked out and make sure you're not doing anything that could be untoward. But for me, going out in the garden, going out for a walk, going out and grounding into the earth, being outside in nature, being around the trees, looking up at the sky, and taking in all the messages that we're given every single day by our spiritual support team, our council of light, our guides, our angels, our ancestors. We are getting messages all the time. So often when we're out connecting in the beauty of nature, we feel and see and know those very, very fully. But even just going about our day-to-day role in our house or in our job or wherever we are, we're always getting signs from the universe. So always have that intention of being aware of it, because that's really, really powerful and really beautiful. So there's various things we can do, you know, working with your oracle cards, things like that are really powerful throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year. But a new moon, you might like to tap into your oracle cards with a new moon intention. And on that note, I want to tap into this before we dive into the meditation. I've already cleansed the cards, cleansed them for the highest good of all, and I'm looking to pull a card for the group collective for the highest. Woo, good. And that's the one I'm going to pick, and that's the one that fell out. Trust. Very appropriate, very beautiful, on point message, especially at this time in real time, and particularly in the world at the moment, with lots of things bubbling up and going on in the world. There's lots of beauty, there's lots of wonder, there's so much love and light, there's so much goodness. Just open your eyes and see it, because it's there. But there is a lot of stuff bubbling up, certainly within the collective energies out in the world, and those can sometimes make us feel heavier on the heart. They can give us worries, fears, doubts, and the trust card comes in at the most perfect time here to say, on many different levels, Trust in yourself for what you want to achieve and step into for you, especially in this new moon energy. Take that step, take that aligned, intuitive step, being guided by your higher support team and your higher knowing, stepping into it with that intention of that manifestation, whatever it is that you are wanting to step into at the moment in your life. And you will know because it will feel right. So really, really go for it. And on that collective level, once again, keep shining your beautiful light, people. This is so important. Keep raising the vibration. When you do it, it encourages everyone around you, everyone's energy, everything's energy. When you raise your vibrant energy, it encourages everyone around you to do the same, even on a subconscious level. Oh, hello, Nicola. Thank you for joining me. Lovely that you're here. Yes, love walking in nature. It is so, so powerful. And when we ground in nature like that, we become even more connected to our higher knowing and our spiritual support team. In other words, we become even more knowing of what's right for us, of what makes us happy, of what our next step is in life, and aligning to that so that we're living our best life, so to speak. And trust is a really important card on this. Remember to trust yourself, your spiritual team. Whether you're aware of it or not, we all have a spiritual support team of guides, angels, and other angelic beings. Other beings of light that work in the love and light of source consciousness, God, whatever you wish to call this living consciousness of what is existence. We all have this beautiful spiritual team. And within that spiritual team, within the purpose of that spiritual team is to support us, to guide us, to help and encourage us, and nurture and nourish us as well on a certain level. So trust on so many levels. Trust on your individual level of the divine spark of amazing, beautiful love and light that you are. Trust. And tap into your spiritual guidance as well, because the spiritual guidance and higher knowing are awesome, and they will support you in being able to step into that trust. And on a collective level, trust is really important as well. So trust is coming up big time at the moment. Now, if you want to know where I've got these particular Oracle card deck from, I've had these for, okay, let's guess 15 or 20 years. So I've had these a long time, and they're not being published anymore. They're by someone who used to work in this field and then went into a slightly different area and stopped doing this exact work. They're called Healing with the Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I still use her cards sometimes, not so much nowadays, although they're still as relevant now as they ever were. They're so on point. But today, I was guided to take this pack. And it's not one I often use now. And I know why now, because the trust card is very, very important. Like we say, on an individual level and a collective level. Please, please remember your spiritual support team are connected to God's source, force, consciousness, whatever you wish to call it. Your spiritual support team are with you always, whether you realize it or not. Your spiritual support team have your highest best interests always at heart. They will always do everything they can to support you. It is a good thing to actually step up and ask them, dear spiritual support team, dear angels, guides, please step up and support me more fully if you wish to do that, or support me fully. Please give me signs that I can see, hear, feel, understand, whatever feels right for you. Please go with whatever resonates with you on the wording. Please know that they know so much about what is happening on the earthly plane. They're very aware of the plight or the different challenges that as human beings we experience throughout our lives, some small, some larger challenges, but they understand, they empathize, particularly guides that have been on the earth plane and spent time here. So this is really powerful, really important. I love this. Thank you, angels, guides, and beings of light for coming forward with this card, because this is going to be very relevant for the collective group that come in here. I believe this will be relevant for all of you that are watching this live and on replay, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next month, 10 years down the line, whenever it is. This has relevance and love and light for you. So do trust. But that's really, really beautiful. So I'm going to put that card away now. really thankful of that and showing gratitude for that. That's relevant for me and all of us. So that's a really, really beautiful card. Now, before I came on live, I cleansed the space. I'm cleansing the space again now, filling it with that love and light. I can feel the angels and my guides with us. So thank you. And asking them to stay fully present with us. Archangel Michael holding the space as always, which is really, really beautiful. Trust the process and surrender. I need to do that more. That's it, Nicola. Exactly. It's so beautifully said. Trusting and then surrendering is so important. We have to trust and, in a sense, give that trust over, yes, to them. The surrender of, okay, you know, I've done what I can do on this. I'm doing what I feel I need to do. And now I'm going to allow my spiritual support team, my guides, my angels to support me on this. And I'm going to trust them. And I'm not going to try and jump in and kind of do stuff that doesn't give them the time and so on to put their message forward. Because it's important we stay in that higher knowing, that we don't get pulled into like the drama of worries and fears and doubts that can come on the 3D earthly plane sometimes. It's important we stay in that high vibration, because then we can hear, we can see, we can feel the signs more easily. So it is a bit of surrender, although we're always in control of ourselves and we are a sovereign being. But that's so on point. So thank you so much for saying that. I think that's really beautiful. I've got a few crystals that I'm working with a lot when we do this meditation today. I wanted to bring some crystals down that I like to work with. I've got selenite and clear quartz here. These are very beautiful, powerful crystals that I tend to use every time I go into a live. Just really love using those, and know others that like using those powerful crystals. I love using the darker crystals, which I find really awesome for grounding as well. Having said that, these can also be awesome for grounding and connecting spiritually. Same with them all, really. It's like whatever works for you. Tap into the crystal, feel the crystal, get into that higher knowing, grounded to the earth, connected to source. Hold the crystals, feel into the energies of the crystals, and feel which ones you want to work with today, for example. I've got smoky quartz, which is lovely. I've got some darker ones, kind of obsidian. You can get sort of obsidian, onyx, different ones in darker shades. I've got my moonstone that I love to work with. Oh, and the light is perfect. I think you can see how it's catching the light and you're seeing those beautiful, very magical flecks, which are kind of in this bluey lilac shade. Oh, I love it. I just love that moonstone. So moonstone obviously is, to me, powerful to work with, particularly when I'm working with moon energy. It feels good. It feels transformative, but it also feels like it's supporting letting go and stepping into who I really am on that soul level, supporting me to achieve my dreams and what I want to in this lifetime for my highest good and the highest good of all. So that's really beautiful. I picked another one up that I wanted to bring down today, which felt really important to work with in the moon energy. It's called a Super 7. Super 7s can also be referred to, I believe, as Sacred 7 and Melody, which is quite funny, as my name is Melody and this is Melanie and this is Melody. There you go. I'm getting confused already. Very similar. This is a real calling. This calls me, and it might do to you too. It's a mixture of 7 minerals, and some of those minerals are amethyst, quartz, and smoky quartz, which are some of the main ones that I personally use. I wrote down the name of the other 4: gothite, rutile, cacoxenite, lepidocrosite. Apologies if I've said them wrong. But anyway, you'll get the gist. And this is a really magical stone. And you will see in this stone, got a lovely provider of crystals that I have. Well, there's lots of places that I can go to, I suppose, but I have a lovely lady that I get some of my crystals from in the UK. And she's brilliant. I got this one from her. She sent that to me. And she's called, just in case you want to know, she's called, off the top of my head, a Crystal's Whisper. A Crystal's Whisper. Really lovely lady, based in the UK. I don't know how easy it is for her to send outside the UK, but certainly sending postal-wise in the UK, she does really beautifully. And this is so awesome. Can you see the sacred eye? Like the sacred healing third eye. this all-knowing third eye. Look at this. This is just so awesome. So I'm going to be sitting close to this during the meditation of releasing, and this is very supportive. This is really great for tapping more fully into your psychic skills, into your clairvoyance, really stepping up to what the world needs right now in terms of raising that vibration and energy. That's what I'm really feeling with this. And you can really see the layers within it and the beauty and the wisdom that is within this, that is within the energy and consciousness of this stone, if you like, the beauty, the energy, the ancient wisdom and knowledge that is within this crystal itself. I've got some other ones. I like working with the different pink ones. I find those really helpful in terms of love, self-love, peace, harmony. And then I've got another clear one there. So if you're in a space where you're able to join me for a short meditation, then that would be beautiful. As long as you're not driving or operating machinery where you need to focus fully. If you're in a space that you can come and join me on the meditation, that is awesome. If not, come back at a later date. This should go onto a replay on my YouTube channel, Melanie Hughes, and on my Facebook pages, Sunshine to the Soul, Soul Alchemy, and my Melanie Hughes Facebook page. Got to remember them all. So I would like you to get comfy. Be great if you've got a glass of water by you, crystals if you want them by you, a space, a sacred space that we share together between us, where you can sit and unwind, relax, and be in a calm, peaceful space where hopefully you won't be disturbed. And take in a nice few cleansing breaths. Just while you get comfortable, breathing in, really getting focused and going heart-centered and really connecting in with that spiritual support team. Lovely in-breath. Breathing in that love and that light, which with using that breath, breathing in that love and light, it connects us even more fully and intentionally to our spiritual support team, our guides, within that source, love, light, consciousness. And you might feel the beautiful ray of light that is coming down from above through your crown chakra. So you might feel that as we get into this meditation now. So when you're ready, close your eyes, continue with those lovely cleansing breaths. With the breath, make sure it feels comfortable. Breathing in, getting heart-centered, feeling and knowing that spiritual team, that higher knowing, in the love and light of source consciousness, feeling that beautiful light, often seen as a white or golden light coming down from above through your soul star chakra, through your crown chakra, just breathing that beautiful energy of pure love and light in on the in-breath. And then breathing out any to-do lists, any fears, worries, doubts on the out-breath. Releasing basically on the out-breath. Breathing in that beautiful energy, and you might like to tap into that beautiful new moon energy, breathing in that potential, that possibility, aligning to that with the support of your spiritual team, feeling that beautiful light coming in, going down through the crown, through the third eye, the throat chakra, the heart chakra. There's other chakras as well, but I'm going through just the basic main ones currently. Going through the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. And really aligning and supporting you for your highest path and purpose. For you to have that maximum and perfect health and balance for you. You're going to run a chakra activation alignment, running that now. If you want to receive it, just say yes. Aligning the chakras for your highest good individually, for each of us individually, for our highest goods. Yeah, feeling the thing about the overthinking coming in. So for a lot of people at the moment, there is a lot of busy mind chatter and overthinking coming in. It can be because of your own life and things that you've got going on a personal level. And it can be because of collective energies, perhaps watching what's going on in the media, which is never helpful for feeling balanced and aligned and grounded and peaceful, you know. But I understand that we want to keep up to date with what's happening. Just make sure you're not popping into the channels of propaganda, which are the mainstream media, and try and go for channels which are more aligned and in integrity, so to speak. I hope that makes sense. So just running that alignment and just seeing energies lifting off from around that head area and allowing you to tap more fully into your intuition, because when we get heart-centered and grounded as we are in this sacred space that we share together now, we can listen more fully, we can hear, we can clear that chatter of like the monkey mind, if you like, and we can tap in, we can hear, feel, see, know our intuition and the messages from our spiritual support team. And they feel very close. I feel them very close, especially when I'm aligned and grounded and connected and in that quiet, sacred space. And that trust card is coming back in again. You know, that trust in your higher knowing, trust in your spiritual support team. Spend that time in your daily practice of meditation and allow the mind chatter of monkey mind to release off and move away, so that you can more fully see what you are, what is for your highest good, what is for your benefit to be listening to and focusing on. So really feeling that there. And as we're in this beautiful meditation, I'm going to do a little bit more of the bowls. And you might like to use your breath to keep grounded and centered in that beautiful space of love and light. You might like to visualize your beautiful heart chakra center emanating outward with this amazing light. This light that is our connection to source, our divine light, our part of the divine that we are, that we have inside us, that we have as our energy. Breathing in that love, that light, and releasing anything ready to release on the out breath. Really powerful using the breath. Connecting really intentionally with our spiritual support team. I'd encourage you to use this time to tap into your spiritual support team more fully and listen to any messages, any clear signs that they're giving you, particularly in line with stepping into the next level for you, for your highest good, stepping into your dreams and your passions and that of which you wish to step into in your earthly lifetime, this current time. This is particularly in line with the new moon energies of creating, manifesting, and stepping into your highest and best timeline for you in this moment. in this beautiful sacred meditative space, it is the perfect time to set those intentions for your highest good and to have that intention of connecting more fully with your spiritual team. But always do it in a way of allowing with ease and grace, and don't have necessarily expectation, but that knowing that you will get and receive the messages, the knowings, the feelings that you're meant to receive at this time, and knowing also that messages can come later and not necessarily always in the exact moment of asking. So be aware and listening out for, and yes, being on the lookout really for those messages, being open to them and open to receiving them. That's really powerful. But I always say a space of non-judgment as well. Don't put pressure on yourself to feel certain things or to know certain things in this specific moment, but have that beautiful loving intention, and that openness of receiving is what is so important and powerful, and the messages will come. I'm getting that message of it's that practice makes perfect, as in I'm just being encouraged to encourage you, and it will be a message for me as well. The more that we practice, the more we work with our spiritual routines, the more that we do our meditative practices, the more we do all the practices that we do to relax and stay centered and ground and connect, the more able we become to hear the answers or to receive that intuitive guidance, the guidance from our spiritual support team, that higher knowing and wisdom that we receive from them. Because we're all so capable of this, and we're born with our spiritual gifts. We're born with them, and we've used them in so many other lifetimes as well for most of us. And so it's remembering, and not only remembering, but also remembering to do the practices as well. So the more you practice, the better you get kind of scenario. If we're doing this every day or however many times throughout the day, we become more confident, we trust more, we are hearing the signs more. So this seems to be a message that is also coming across today. And I'm seeing this rainbow and colours of the rainbow, and it's impressing upon me that wherever you're at in your journey, and on your spiritual path, and whatever you're looking to manifest, keep going. Because so often people get disheartened if they're not getting where they want to be exactly at the time they want to be there. But I'm getting that message of keep going, have trust, have faith, like the card, have trust and faith, and keep going, because you are on the right path and doing what you're meant to be doing, and you're getting there and you're making the progress, and people are seeing that they're you're making that impression that you want to make in terms of your business or whatever it is. And I feel like that rainbow is saying, like, keep on going. There's the rainbow after the difficult challenges. Like for me, I'm setting up my website, I'm setting up all these different things for my business, and sometimes it can feel challenging, very exciting, but lots going on. It's busy, and it does take the time and the effort to get things going, but it feels aligned, and I'm enjoying it. And that I know that that's stepping into my highest path and purpose. And I know that that's seeing the rainbow for me, that's very relevant. but that is for the collective group as well. It's going to be relevant for many of you here, and perhaps all of you. This will make sense. And so keep going, because I'm being shown that beautiful rainbow coming up. So after the effort and the time and the love and the passion poured into things, we're seeing the rainbow come up, like the sun shining, and that's image and feeling and sensation, which is really powerful. So what I'm going to do now is gradually take us out of the meditation by doing a bit of a grounding. So I hope you've enjoyed that part of the meditation. Like I say, don't have any kind of preconceived ideas about what you're going to receive in a message or connecting in, because you're always connected to your spiritual support team within that love and light of source and grounded into Mother Earth. But with the intention of it and going into this beautiful meditation in this sacred space like this, it's really allowing and supporting you to tap into that even more fully. And with that intention, opening up to really hearing, seeing, listening more fully to your intuition and the guidance from your higher knowing and your spiritual support team. And I trust that that's been helpful and supportive. So as we come out of the meditation, gradually, we're going to visualize, feel, or see a beautiful root ribbon, cord, or something similar, like a ray of light coming out from your root base chakra at the base of your spine. And if you visualize, see, or feel this root or ribbon or such like wide as your aura, all encompassing in that way, to really ground you in securely and make you feel physically strong on the earthly plane. And visualize, see, feel that going down, down, down. It can go down through your legs and your feet, out through your feet chakras, but also it's much wider than that. So it's going down, it's out as wide as your aura, out, down, down, down into the earth. And allow that, visualize that going down into the center of Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, that crystalline grid. So supportive, so nurturing and nourishing, that Mother Earth. And so really allow that. And once you get to that space where you feel you're really grounded and connected in, allow that Mother Earth energy to come up through that ribbon root cord or light. Allow that light of Mother Earth to come up, and to come up through your feet, your legs, and then through your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus. And you might like to allow that to come further up, so that comes within and around the whole of your energetic being, your heart chakra, and so on, really mingling with the source consciousness energy that we are always connected to as well. And that will really help you with the grounding to feel more fully awake and present on the earthly plane, especially after coming out of a meditation. So it's a useful one to do after all meditations, really. You might like to have your feet, the base of your feet on the floor, so to speak, at the moment, so that you're feeling that wonderful energy grounding you into the earth, and that wonderful energy of the earth coming up and keeping you grounded as well, feeling strong on the earth plane, your beautiful soul in your beautiful earthly body, feeling physically strong on the earthly plane now. So that feels really, really lovely. I'm making sure that the base of my feet are also on the floor. And then you might like to just wriggle around a little bit. Perhaps rub your arms down, rub your hands together, wriggle your fingers and toes, and just feel a bit more present, or a lot more present on the earthly plane. Now, we're always connected to source. We're always connected to the earth, but having these intentions within these beautiful meditations are even more powerful, I find, and can really support us, particularly for tapping into our higher knowing and our intuition and such like. So that's really, really powerful. And so just cleansing this space again and using that breath, nice deep breath in, open your eyes if you're ready, cleansing that sacred space, clearing the energy, supporting you and all of us to shift off and move away any stagnant, heavier energies that are still hanging around our energetic field. Use the breath to breathe in more love and light. And on the out breath, releasing and allowing that energy, that breath, the healing of the bowls and source energy to support you in releasing anything else that is ready to shift off and move away, limiting beliefs and worries, doubts, heavier, more stagnant energy and such like. Really, really powerful. So I'm just going to do another nice breath in and then breathing out and releasing what's ready to release finally there. And of course, this is an ongoing process and we can do a lot of releasing, and so many of us have done so much releasing over many, many years, but we can go back into, things can come back up again, basically. So you might think, gosh, I've dealt with that situation and here it's come up again. But yeah, you've done loads of work on that situation, but it can go deeper. It can come up again and it can be supporting and encouraging you to dive deeper into whatever that particular thing was that you were working on at that time. So never get discouraged, because all of the work that we can do, all of the inner work is so powerful. It's so transformative. And what you have done then has brought you to where you are now. And then you will continue to do so if that is what feels aligned to you, which I would definitely encourage if you feel aligned to that as well. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been really, really lovely to connect with you all, those that have joined live and on replay. Thank you all for being here. It's really awesome. I just want to remind you that I'm doing my regular monthly circles. So I'm in the UK. I'm not far from a town called Saffron Walden, and I am doing a monthly sacred meditation and healing circle. In fact, a sacred meditation and healing circle at my home, which is not far from Saffron Walden in the UK. And if anyone is wanting to come along to that, please get in touch, perhaps private message me on Facebook or whatever you want to do, because I've still got some room there. We've got some lovely, lovely spiritual women that are coming along currently, and it's a really beautiful vibe. High vibrational, supportive vibe, transformational experience. It's £20 to come along, and it's one Thursday evening a month, and it's really beautiful. But I'm also doing that, offering it online, and I'm just about to get I call it a ticket because I'm thinking of Eventbrite, but I'm just about to get the event and the ticket sorted for that, because it will be going online as a monthly thing. And I know I've got some interest from you lovelies who would like to come along to that as well, which is totally awesome. I'm really looking forward to that as well. It's going to be really high vibe. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really transformational. It's going to be great to join with people that are all around the world as well, and that can't physically be in the UK where I am in my home with their physical body, but we can join energetically, which is super awesome. So do let me know if you'd like to know more on that. But once again, it's going to be one evening a month. It will be an evening my time, which is probably going to be in America, probably a morning or midday, for example. And I know in Europe, there's a bit of Europe that's an hour or so ahead, I believe. So do ask me about that. But it's 20 English pounds, which I think is about 23, 24 euro, 23, 24 American dollars. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. Hello, Estelle. Thank you, Melanie, for the reminder to trust. Very much needed that message. Love and light. Oh, thank you, Estelle. Thank you so much for joining me on the live. That's awesome. That's lovely of you ladies to join me, Estelle and Nicola. Thank you so much. I'm really, really glad that that's been supportive and helpful. And I knew it would be important for you, because whoever comes in on this energy, there's something here for you. So that's brilliant. It is powerful, isn't it? And it's supportive and transformational. So that's brilliant. And I'm so pleased that that's resonated with you, and definitely a message for you there. So well done. And yeah, so if anybody wants to join in with these circles, just message me and I can keep you in the loop of when the dates and times are. And it's literally, I'm not asking for a commitment actually of like 6 months or a year's worth at the moment. I am literally saying, if you want to come along to one, book it and pay for the ticket beforehand, be there, and we have a great time with this meditation and healing. It's really powerful. It's really beautiful. And if you can't do one month, it doesn't matter. You don't have to pay for it. You pay for it when you think that or know that you can do it. So you just do it month by month if you want to. That's how I'm doing it currently. And I feel that that's working well for people. So that's fine by me. I'm also offering one-to-ones, of course, and that's really powerful. That's totally amazing. So if you want to know any more about the one-to-ones I do, where we can really go in deep dive into you and what you really need, that's awesome. Just once again, message me or reach out however you want to. And working on some courses and different things at the moment as well. I have a few little workshops running which involve angels and crystal energy. So if you want to know any more about that, just ask. I've got a good deal going with that at the moment as well. And I will aim to tell you more about these things as well as we go forward. But thank you so much for joining me. Keep shining your beautiful lights, everyone. You're doing such an amazing job, and it's so important and it's so needed, and it's what's the word I want to say? It really, I think the earth is so grateful. Everyone is so thankful for the work that we are all doing, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. One, we're working on ourselves at such a deep level, which is transforming ourselves in a beautiful way, and we're opening up and blossoming, and that's that's supporting everyone else around us, supporting them with our love in that way, and our high vibrational love and light, and also encouraging them to do the same. But also how we're connecting together this collective energy of love and light, and our little lights, as I see it, I see like this, the darkness of the night and the little gold lights flicking on all across the world, all of us, our shining lights connecting together and raising the vibration. So it is so loved, and it is a wonderful thing. And I know that the energies around us are very thankful for it. I'm finding there's a lot of galactic beings that are very close at the moment, and there's a lot of people that I'm seeing, Facebook, etc., who on Facebook friends who are very spiritual, who are having the same experiences of galactic beings being very close, star beings and such like, who are not on this earthly plane as such, not in the same energetic form as us, but they're very aware of what's happening on the earth plane and the raising of the vibration and this beautiful spread of love and light through us light workers, way showers, star beings and so on that have been birthed on the earth at this time. So that's a bit of additional information just coming in there. So keep shining your beautiful light. Yes, it's so appreciated. I think that's what I wanted to say. I'm not sure if I said that or not. But lots of love to you all. It's so great to connect with you. Lots of love, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Do write in the comments what's resonated, and if you want to share, then please do. Lots of love. Thank you. Bye for now.